Happy 8 a.m. everybody. I want to just start at 4 before C. Come in when you have the eighth notes and drop out when you have other things. But we're going to start at C and go really slowly. When I say really slowly, I mean really slowly, so please watch. Actually, I'll just subdivide into 6 so that it's really clear where I'm supposed to be playing. Now I want everyone play exactly what you have written this time, up to now. We're just going to play. I'll have you hold a note, tell you when to move on. I've all done this before, so right at D. major, major, major. It's kind of like major, kind of dissonant, and kind of goes back and forth, which is what gives it such an interesting feel to it. So I want to go just that, we'll just do the first chord, and I only want you to play if you have the concert F. That was a gorgeous chord right there. So I really want you to have that kind of sound in your ear, even when you're playing the dissonance, so that you know kind of how it's supposed to resolve. Then this next chord, it kind of moves on, but there are a few of you that hold over like you're still playing the other chord, even though other people are now playing a new chord, and that's what causes the clash there. So if you're playing, or go ahead and play that second chord unless you're playing the concert F. Bless you. That kind of makes my spine tingle. Okay, so those were really in tune and we added stuff in later, so let's just have it be in tune right away. So let's play 1 before D, and we're going to play in time there. Thank you very much. Now, let's start at 4 before C again and play that whole section. Mind your very clearly articulated eighth notes and the tuning for those chords. And you can go ahead and tune and play the eighth notes too, especially since so many of you have repeated pitches. We're starting 4 before C. What time did we actually get started?
You got started at 8:07, so you have a good.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to start at G now. And these chords are basically the exact same thing that we just had. In fact, I think they are the exact same thing we just had. But right after the chords, the texture gets really small, and so it's going to decrescendo rather than staying big like we did the last time. So it's just, it starts the same, ends differently, so you have to kind of emphasize that change. much. Yeah, I know it's basically just you there, Nick, but thank you for standing there. So at 6 after I, Nat, I see you back there
Yeah.
doing your part. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
Because at 6 after I, you and the clarinet are playing together, and so I'm going to have you play because you're doing it right on every time, so that the clarinet can hear you and match. Okay, so can we have you and the clarinet this time on that part? Okay, thank you. Is your read okay?
Yeah.
Okay, it just kind of doesn't sound like you're hitting it right on, but,
It's probably not.
okay. Okay, yeah, so that would be why it doesn't quite sound like it's matching up. Can we try that one more time? All right, thank you. And then right there, the timpani is the only one that's not playing fortissimo, because you get to do this fun thing with dynamics. So I want you to play your awesome sforzando, and everybody else hear that, and I want to hear that when we're playing it with the whole band. So do you mind just playing that for us?
Not at all.
And that's just a really cool color that I want to hear at all times. Like every time that we go through that, no matter what. Now, can we have the whole band at, we'll just go right at 6 after I. That was good.
Go ahead, because you only have about 2 minutes left, you can go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so let's start at the beginning then. Sorry, I have to take some notes out. Right at the beginning. And keep in mind all of the things that we worked on, clearly articulated, it's like 8th notes and everything like that.